Hello students, myself Anil Kumar Sharma, Assistant Professor LBS Government College Kotputli. Today in this video lecture, we will study about the control of ovarian function and the effect of estrogen and progesterone. The ovaries have several functions. First is oogenesis, the production of gametes during the fetal period. Second is maturation of the oocytes. Third is expulsion of the mature oocyte called ovulation. And fourth is secretion of the female sex steroid hormones, estrogen and progesterone. It also secretes the peptide hormone inhibin. The major factors controlling the ovaries are gonadotropin releasing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, estrogen and progesterone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone is secreted from the hypothalamus and it stimulates the anterior pituitary gland to secrete LH and FSH. LH is released from the anterior pituitary. Its main function is to cause ovulation and it causes the formation of the corpus luteum. FSH is primarily responsible for stimulating the growth of the ovarian follicle. Estrogen is secreted from the ovary and it is involved in the thickening of the endometrium of the uterus and the growth of the uterus. Progesterone is cause the endometrium to secrete special proteins during the second half of the menstrual cycle, preparing it to receive and nourish an implanted fertilized egg. In this diagram, we can see that hypothalamus secrete gonadotropin releasing hormone that act on anterior pituitary. After this, anterior pituitary secrete FSH and LH that act on growing follicles to promote development of Graafian follicle and mature follicle. Estrogen is secreted from the ovary that have negative feedback on pituitary gland. FSH and LH, especially LH that secrete from anterior pituitary, is caused ovulation. After ovulation, the Graafian follicle convert into corpus luteum. Corpus luteum secrete progesterone and inhibin that have also a negative feedback effect on hypothalamus. Gonadotropin releasing hormone is secreted from the hypothalamus. This causes the secretion of LH and FSH from the anterior pituitary gland. LH and FSH level increase. Slightly elevated levels of estrogen and inhibin exhibit little negative feedback. Multiple antral follicle begins the enlarge and secrete estrogen. FSH secretion and FSH plasma concentration decrease. The increasing plasma estrogen concentration exert a positive feedback on gonadotropin secretions. An LH and FSH surge is triggered. Ovulation occurs, the corpus luteum forms and begins to secrete large amount of both estrogen and progesterone. Plasma concentration of estrogen and progesterone increase. FSH and LH concentration secretions are inhibited and their plasma concentration decrease. Effect of estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen stimulates the growth of the ovary and follicles. It stimulates external genitalia. It stimulates breast growth, particularly ducts and fat deposition in puberty. Estrogen stimulates female body configuration development during puberty, like narrow shoulders, broad hips, female fat distribution. It stimulates prolactin secretions but inhibits prolactin as milk inducing action on the breast. Effect of progesterone. Progesterone converts the estrogen primed endometrium to an actively secreting tissue suitable for implantation of the embryo, decreases contraction of the fallopian tubes and myometrium. It increases body temperature, decreases proliferation of vaginal epithelial cells. It induces thick, sticky cervical mucus and inhibits milk producing effect of prolactin. It stimulates breast growth, particularly glandular tissues. Uterine changes in the menstrual cycles. There are mainly 4 phases in the menstrual cycle. First, menstrual phase. Second is proliferative phase. Third is secretory phase, and fourth is menstrual or premenstrual phase. Uterine changes are caused by changes in the plasma concentration of estrogen and progesterone. In menstrual phase, it lasts an average of 3 to 5 days. Endometrium degenerates, resulting in the menstrual flow. After the menstrual flow, the endometrium begins to thicken due to the influence of estrogen. Second is proliferative phase. It lasts approximately 10 days, occurs between the end of the menstrual phase during ovulation. When flow ceases, the endometrium begins to thicken, influenced by estrogen. Estrogen stimulates growth of the endometrium and the uterine smooth muscles, also inducing the synthesis of progesterone receptors on endometrial cells. Third is secretory phase. After ovulation, the endometrium increases secretory activity under the influence of progesterone and estrogen. The formation of the corpus luteum. Progesterone acts upon the endometrium to convert it to an actively secreting tissue. The endometrium glands become coiled and filled with glycogen. The blood vessels become more numerous and enzymes accumulate in the glands and connective tissues. These changes are necessary for implantation and nourishment of a developing embryo. इस समरी चार्ट में हम मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल के सभी इवेंट्स को देख पाते हैं कि 1 से लेकर 5 डेज जो है, इस दौरान एस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरोन आर लो बिकॉज द प्रीवियस कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम इज रिग्रेसिंग. देयरफॉर endometrial lining slots, secretion of FSH and LH is released from inhibition and their plasma concentration increase. Several follicles are stimulated to mature. At 7th days, a single follicle usually becomes dominant. 7 to 12 days, plasma estrogen increase because of secretion by the dominant follicle. Therefore, endometrium is stimulated to proliferate. 7 to 12 days, LH and FSH decreases due to estrogen and inhibin negative feedback. Therefore, degradation of non-dominant follicle occurs. 12 to 13 days, LH surge is induced by increasing plasma estrogen. Therefore, oocyte is induced to complete its first meiotic division and undergo cytoplasmic maturation, and follicle is stimulated to secrete digestive enzymes and prostaglandins. At 14 days, ovulation is mediated by follicular enzymes and prostaglandins. 15 to 25 days, corpus luteum degenerates and under the influence of low but adequate level of LH secretes estrogen and progesterone, increasing plasma concentration of these hormones. 25 to 28 days corpus luteum degenerate if implantation of the conceptus does not occur. Therefore, plasma estrogen and progesterone concentration decrease, endometrium begins to slow, and conclusion of the 28th days and a new cycle begins. Okay, thank you.